Pokemon Trainer Mike.
That's it. How the devil are you, mate?
I mean, look, pre-production. The pre-production was amazing.
It was something else, wasn't it?
Oh, it was brilliant. But I'm just happy to be here.
I think we're gonna link cable that energy from pre-production and move it into the podcast, right?
I love that you're bringing up the link cable.
I love a link cable, me. I love a trade.
You know what we're going to be doing? We forgot to do it. We will do it next time, and You good?
I don't know what. I didn't have burst of laughter for no reason, but yes.
No reason. All right. Oh, did you see me get a gulp in? Was it subconscious?
No, but that's even more funny than what I was.
Right,
yeah. Sure.
We didn't manage to get the cable car in London, and we'll do that next time. We'll do that next time. There's the gulp. There it is. But that's a cool drink. It's
very cold water. That.
Wow. No Audi sponsorship tonight.
No, not tonight. Actually, there's nothing here.
No. All right,
I've got nothing left.
You couldn't help yourself.
I couldn't help an Ian Beale at his finest. Good. Shout out to EastEnders. Shout out to EastEnders.
That's not like 20 years ago.
Not sponsored by EastEnders, but there you are.
No. All right. Well.
Oh my god.
Well, last week.
In episode
19.
Only because I told you it was because I told you that I missed the trick, didn't
I? Behave. You asked me last week and I got it right. Thank you very much.
You was. Hey, listen.
Hey,
your flowers. You smashed it in one.
Yeah,
beautiful, mate.
Last week we spoke about the day 2 and day 3 of the UIC and Pokemon Day. We briefly touched on. And we alluded to that on this episode, we were going to go through the Pokemon ZA trailer. And we're going to go... Now, I didn't get the memo.
Sorry. You had it last week. I needed a draw this week. You know what I mean?
We're going to go through it all. We are very aware that there are hundreds and thousands of people who have already done deep dives and all this. But we haven't. We haven't looked at anything.
But we haven't. Right?
Yeah, we haven't. We haven't.
We might have a different take.
Going to... No, exactly.
We might have a completely different take.
We are 2 Pokemon masters after all, and we do like a good old theory craft, all right? Good old conspiracy theory. We're not that old yet, but we're getting.
We love Disket, don't we, my friend? We love Disket. Anyway, so I was I've been out this morning.
Oh yeah,
what today?
Yeah, you saw Yoshi and Bobby.
Josh and Bobby, lovely, love them both. And we went to one of our local card shop who do pre-releases, who can actually sell Journey Together a little bit early. So whenever you listen to this, it's actually a day. What day are we? 2 days before the official street date of Journey Together's next TCG expansion.
Oh, you got some?
And we opened up a couple of packs, mate. Do you want to see what I got?
I would love to see what you got from the Journey Together pack that doesn't exist yet.
So pack 2.
Okay. Wow.
Unreal.
Wow. Look at that. That's a big boy.
So for those that are listening, I pulled the Full Art Salamence EX. It's got this insane pink texture behind it. And Salamence just looks amazing. You all know I love a bit of Gen 3 on the podcast, right? So I'm absolutely over the skip loon with that one. Absolutely.
And he's a big boy.
He is a big boy. Second pack.
Okay.
Sorry.
I thought you said that was pack 2.
I beg your pardon. Third pack.
Okay. Thank you. No shot, dude.
So again, for those that are listening, I'm holding up En's Reshiram. The very sought after illustration rare. Everyone loves this. I couldn't believe it. Bobby.
You pulled this.
And Bobby pulled it a pack later as well. We both got one. You couldn't write it. And that is...
Wow. So basically what we're saying is get the first packs that are in stores, really.
By the looks of it. And then the last one we got...
Hey, a Blaziken
EX. And I've actually
Smolder Salt.
And I've also, we were talking about this last week on the mega cards, right? So I was going, wow, Lucario looks fantastic. You can actually see in the bottom half of the card, you can just make out the rest of its body. I can see that. You might not be able to pick it on a cam, but Blaziken, you can see the part of his body underneath too. You're not going to see it on the camera. But in person, I can see his other leg in his foot, which is wild. I didn't think that was a thing. You might be. Can you just see it here? Like the shading of it. Might not be on the camera. But it looks insane. I can't believe it. I didn't realize it was in the current era of EXs that we've got. So there you are.
Awesome.
There you are.
There you go. Wow.
And when you listen to this, I will have done my birthday celebration and Journey Together stream. So if you want to see what
that's right. That was today.
It was on Saturday. I did this. So if you want to watch that,
your birthday would officially be today. No, it'll be a week. Wait, no, it will be today, right? We're posting this on your birthday, right?
Sorry, yeah, I'm thinking we're a week ahead. No, you're absolutely right. Sorry, you're right.
There you go.
Yeah, listen, you're right. So keep an eye on the streams and stuff. You'll see. Sorry, you're absolutely right. Ignore what I've just said. This weekend, on Saturday, 7:30 p.m, we're normal stream on the channel. We'll be opening up the Pokemon Centre ETB and a booster box of Journey Together. Come along for the fun. Let's see what we can pull. Let's do this. All right. With that then. With that being said, Bradley,
we got electricity to pay for, and we got a bit of an unusual sponsor this time.
Hey, listen, they listen to our podcast and we're like, for episode 20,
for the 20th celebration. That's right, episode 20. We've done this for 20 episodes. Pokemon Trainer Mike.
20 episodes of the PokéCast, mate. Hey, listen. We'll be doing 100 next. I'm telling you now.
It will be. It'll be 50. The next one will be 50. Then it'll be 100. You know.
We'll lock in, mate. We'll lock in. But as Bradley says, we need to pay the bills. The babas. We need to pay the bills. And Bradley, may I ask you?
Take it away.
No, I'm doing on the spot. Yeah, Bradley.
Yeah. Go on.
Do you like a prank?
Yeah. I sure do. I really like pranks.
You love pranks. Good. Do you like someone creeping up on you and giving you a fright?
Yeah. Is that in
depends on the context.
Hold on.
Well,
yes, I like people creeping up on me, Michael. That's what I like.
Oh my god.
We better be getting paid good dollar for this one.
Well, look no further, Bradley.
Yeah.
Then Cynthia's pranking service. Yay! Unreal. Oh, honestly. Listen, everyone. Have you ever wanted someone to walk into a house and then just Cynthia to be stood there, back turned, turning around and scare the life out of you with a Pokemon battle? Then look no further. Cynthia will come to your house and do that. All right? All you have to do is give her a ring on your Rotom phone, right? She'll pick up the phone. She'll say, hello, this is Cynthia's prank service. All you have to do first and foremost is go PokéCast with Brad and Mike, and it'll unlock 50% off your next prank.
Wow.
I don't know how I got through that.
Wow. And if you quote that you came here from the 20th episode, she will bring a boombox and play her theme song when someone enters the house as well.
Wow.
Now, look, so again, PokéCast with Brad and Mike, 50% off. Again, you know, there are some things that we get better with. Editing, timestamps, we get quicker, more efficient. Bringing up, keeping on track with certain structures and conversations. The sponsors, though, you know, are just getting so good. We are very, very. I'm so glad that we still have sponsorships. I mean, they
bigger
are
and better. Do you know what I mean?
In-person gym leaders that will go to your literal house.
Oh, champions. Yeah.
And
absolutely. Yeah.
Champions, excuse me.
It's a sponsor. Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
I mean, where'd you go from there, Bradley?
That's a hard one to pivot from.
So, listen, Bradley said last week that we touched on EUIC, Pokemon Day, and the Pokemon Presents, more importantly, and we went through all the reveals, our views of it, but we touched on Legends ZA, our next main game series on the Switch, Potentially the Switch 2. Ooh, can you imagine?
It is the Switch 2. It's going to be on the Switch 2. Of course it is. It's going to be upscaled. It's going to look beautiful. Of course it is. It's all going to be captured.
Right.
It's all going to be captured on the Switch 2.
Listen.
Of course it will be.
I hope you're right. But we listened to a part of that and we thought, you know what? Let's do a podcast and really break down the trailer. Share the screen, share the trailer. We'll mute it because we don't want to be copyrighted, right?
And for those that are listening, we'll be describing sort of what we're talking about as we're sort of going through it as well.
And if you've not actually properly watched the trailer, this is us watching the trailer together, by the way. We are going to be stopping every couple of seconds and dissecting it. If you want to go watch the trailer properly, I will link it in the description below on the podcast. Go watch it properly, then come back and then watch our deep dive of it as we go through it together.
That's right. Okay? You might be surprised, by the way, guys, that you'll see some people who will take 1 minute 40 videos and make them, milk them for 10, 15 minutes. You should lock in because we're about to do it for 40. You haven't seen nothing like this, folks.
Oh, man. Oh. It quite literally is a 1 minute 40 something video, and we're going to do a whole hour podcast on it. So log in.
I'm excited. I'm excited. So,
I've not watched. I only watched this on Pokemon Day when it was officially done on the Presents. Yeah, and I watched it once more in the night time, and I've never watched it again. So it's been like
I haven't done that. So
tomorrow. It's a month tomorrow. Was the last time I watched it.
A month tomorrow. The only thing I remember very clearly is the anti-homeless benches. That's just the memes that were made about all these things. But I've got some thoughts about the ZA as well, and I haven't. I am very blessed, humbled, and excited to get to do it with you. Oh, my dear friend.
I don't know where you were going with that. Thank you, mate. And the very same back to you, mate. I cannot wait to play this game. I love X&Y. Kalos in Generation 6 is very much second to my love of Hoenn Generation 3. So it's Generation 3, Generation 6, both of them straight after each other. And the fact that we're going back into it, the megas, everything, it's going to be wild. So, so last week we touched on, there was a couple of main questions we wanted to touch on about like our thoughts on the starter picks, graphically, how do we think it looks, what do we think the gameplay is going to be like, story-wise, etc. So I think, I don't know what you want to do, we should dissect the video, go through, and then at the end of it, we can sit and then give maybe a walkthrough of what...
I think that's...
Because I've got a view, I'm sure you do, and let's spitball, right?
All right. Well, I will get the stream started.
Editing point. Boop. There's Viola with
All right, Pokemon Trainer Mike, are you ready to dissect?
Mate, I'm ready, mate. Just as and when scenes are happening, just play and stop, and we'll stop and go through.
All right, there we go.
So first, look at
those are some really cool shoes.
I love them shoes. Look at them. Look at them socks, mate.
What is that Pokemon in the background?
That is a Skiddo.
That's a Skiddo. Okay. So...
Also, can I just point out, look at the tulips that are all around there, by the way. Look at all them tulips in the background. I mean...
They are tulips. I mean, that's the surname of a good friend I know.
Listen, it's like the new I was watching, and there we are. I like the colours, very Zygarde-esque colours, if I may add.
Yeah.
We've
got... Mareep in the background.
I was just going to say that. I can see a cheeky Mareep. I'm just looking around here. I love it. Like, the whole city is beautiful. Like, it's just lovely, mate. It's just lovely. I can't wait to hear the soundtrack, Like, if they're doing the Lumio City theme, like, I really hope they give it justice. I hope they give it justice. But yeah, right, loving the trailer.
Right, we've just got the female and the male counterparts.
So he gives me Professor Sycamore vibes. So the professor of the region, like his hair. I'm seeing Professor Sycamore.
I got N vibe. No, was it N or who's the vibe that I get from him? Not N. Or is it N? I don't remember. There's like an antagonisty kind of character that kind of gives me some vibes from him, but I don't remember who it was.
I'm looking at the NPC in the background. What's the guy to the right there?
Oh, him.
Like, is that a camera or is that like a bag with a Pokeball in it? I can't. In the back.
It looks like he's got a hard hat on.
I can't make it out. That's really cool though.
We've got a Pokemon. Is that a Pokemon Center?
That has to be a Pokemon Center. Oh, see.
That's so cool.
Oh, that's really cool.
Says, like, I guess in unknown.
That legit looks like that's definitely the Pokemon Center. Looks very cool.
And you got Stark Tower in the mid. I mean, sorry.
Stark Tower. Lumio's Tower, you nagger.
I am gonna say, when you do pause here, the textures still do look a little bit dated. It does look like it was built on the Switch rather than the Switch 2 in this shot at least. But when we get the Pokemon out later on, I mean, obviously it looks a lot more.
I hope. Mate, I hope you're right. There's the bench. What's the meme with the bench? Sorry, I've missed them.
It's anti-homeless, mate. Look at the little things that come out.
Oh, you couldn't even lie in it. Oh, yeah. That's right. Disgraceful.
All right, so as we pan out from the city,
look at this.
We have a lovely
what a beautiful
logo.
shot. What a beautiful shot, mate. Right, stop. Hang on. I saw a Sligoo there.
I see a Sligoon.
Right, so is is that another Pokemon Center? I'm just trying to look at the.
It's the same typing, yes. So this would, I guess.
Although, Bradley, I'm looking in the shop on the left there, and unless that's just random bookcase, it looks a bit more of a boutique or something like that, perhaps.
Yeah. Or... maybe a little massage parlor.
I mean, hey, but look at that little Sligoo. I love Sligoo.
We got a Sligoon there. We got some NPCs running around here, really showing that the city's alive, which is what we want to see.
It's going to be gigantic, Brad. Like, a lot of people are saying it's in a city. The city is going to be
rightfully so.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. But this is going to be gigantic, right?
It
will be. It's going to be huge.
I think as well. I think people think of city and they think, oh, it's small. But I mean, just look at the stretch that we have here, and in the distance you've got the tower. I mean, I can't wait.
I can't wait. Sick. It's gonna be sick.
All right,
it's gonna be
sick.
So some sort of maybe like a mall, because there's lots of different shops here that are, whether they're interactable or not, but like it looks like there's gonna.
I love that you can see the outside there, and I wonder if you're traversing through if it updates in live time all the buildings. Sort of, like it shows like different angles of things. Like that would feel really sick. Immersive.
Literally the Metro Center. Really excited.
I
had to bring it back in. Had to bring the Metro Center back.
All right, so we have our first sort of illustration of the wild zone. So this is where a wild Pokemon can roam freely. You can go in and catch them. Sorry, it just reminded me. I saw a funny meme, and it was
what? Go on.
It was the Nurse Joy's in the Pokemon Center doing a ritual dance to try and recover my level 2 Rattata after being hit by a level 65 Dragonite's Hyper Beam.
What the heck? I mean, surely that Rattata's been vaporized, right? Like, that's not... No Nurse Joy can help that.
I like to think, Michael, that Pokemon don't get vaporized. They just faint and then they pick themselves back up.
Sorry,
and they learn from their mistakes.
They get stronger, better. Exactly. Also, can I point out as well? The statues on the top. I'm pretty sure those are the statues that are meant to be when you enter a gym on like the original red, blue, and yellow.
Okay.
Because they look very similar to the ones that were in Let's Go when you walked in. They look the exact same statues.
We also have the number 6 here, which illustrates, I'm guessing, a certain level of zone. Maybe like the 6th, like kind of.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there's multiple zones. So they're like, if you want to go catch a Charmander, you need to go to zone 8 or whatever. Yeah.
That would be really, really good. Why? Because I'm not being funny when you're going through the Pokédex and it says, oh yeah, you can find it in Route 102. It's like, where's Route 102? But it's it's going to be a lot more clearer if we got Zone 6 and Zone 4, for example.
I hope these areas are big though. Like, I hope this isn't just like a small.
Dude, wait. I'm sorry. I just had the most massive what if moment.
Go on, lock in.
What if there's an underground?
Right. I've got a theory about this because of the teaser at the end of this trailer, so let's come back to that in a second. Yes. I think this is all lovely and jubbly and this looks really, really nice. I don't think it's what it seems, I reckon when it goes...
Layers?
That, and I reckon when it goes to nighttime, I reckon it's like, what's that game? Is it... what's that zombie kind of a game where, like, in nighttime the zombies go a bit more crazy? Something by daylight. Yeah, it might be that. Yeah. So when it gets to nighttime, it gets progressively more like treacherous, and I reckon like there's going to be some like
survivor,
like just some some dangerous Pokemon about and stuff.
I can't believe I just thought of that. Like, because what if like everyone's like kind of not super happy about it being a city, but actually, because it's construction, it's these, that's the whole premise of this. It's under this massive construction, but it's a fully fledged city.
We're on rooftops. We're on rooftops, for goodness sake. Like, I would be shocked if we're not going underground in caves and sewers and all that jazz. Like 100%.
All right, so wow,
I'm excited.
Like,
come on then,
that would be amazing.
Come on then, I'm excited. Right, so there's a clone char, which looks lovely.
Of launches there.
Loving in the
Very
water.
Nice water effect.
Yeah, love it. I like the look
it
of
sort of indicates that we are going in water. And if you look down, we are actually on a different level than the city. You got stairs on the left-hand side there.
And we're going to have to be able to get in the water somehow. So however way that would be.
It's going to probably be... And then you're going and traversing through like little cave sewer systems to get into different levels of the underground.
Mate, that's got to be a thing. That's got to be a thing. Oh, that is sick, by the way.
Look, we see a little like a little door here. Like a little entryway here. No, wait, do we not?
That is definitely a door. That's definitely a door, mate. I like how we're going. Oh, mate.
Dude, we are going full conspiracy straight off the bat.
I think you're right. I think imagine there's like underground. There's like evil team stuff going on, and there's like
because we saw nothing of evil. Well, we saw like
not evil team, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like some dodgy dealings underground and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
That's right. Oh,
here's Furfru.
Yes, Furfru. All right, these are Pokemon I do not know. I looked at App Store for a second. I was giving a little howl.
So if you don't know them, then Furfru in Pokemon X and Y, there was a whole thing where it was like in Lumiose, you could style your Furfru in different ways. So you basically
God, I can't wait to play this.
So you basically go to a grooming service, and you could have it like you could have like a pink, blue. Basically, you could groom it with various different models, etc. So there you go. Spoilers. There's some crocodiles and the Sandiles. Sandiles and a crocodile. Beg your pardon.
And we see the Zone 8 here. So it was from 6. We've now gone to 8.
Different terrains as well. Have you noticed? So it looks more of like a sand biome in comparison to what we were looking at in the grassy one earlier. Yep. And here we go.
This is our trainer.
So this must be where you select your first. There's the starters.
Wow, what an epic area to do your starters as well. Look at that.
And I'm wondering if that might be the lab. Because there's a sign outside you can see. That looks beautiful. Like that looks like I'm getting either a library or like a lab vibe off that. I can't remember if you actually see the full view of what it looks like in X and Y. You get it from the side entrance.
So another thing we're seeing here is that we've got different color banners. So we have purple banners.
Tepig's on 2 legs here. Why have we got to walk into... I'm joking. I was just joking.
Okay, so we do have to touch on the starters.
Go on, you take your take first. Go on.
Right. I am very happy to see Chikorita back because Chikorita just did not get much love. And I think if I'm playing with a Pokemon that I'm out by my side, I love the idea of having a Magnolium by my side. Not too sure how the roof structures are with this Magnolium, especially if it's a Mega Magnolium. No, it's Maganium.
I thought you were jokingly saying it. Were you genuinely calling it that?
Yes.
I thought you were making a joke from the previous Johto episode.
No, I
Good Lord.
And it was that brought it back.
Oh my God.
Maganium. Not Magnolium.
Oh my Lord.
Whoops. I feel like if you're going to do this and you're going to bring 2 of the second generation Pokemon back, you need to bring the third. Like, it just feels so out of place, Tepig here. I also personally just don't understand a lot of things here, right? Like, we're going into for Pokemon X and Y, and you're bringing in Pokemon Johto and then also a random Tepig. Like, I would have much rather have had new Pokemon, or bring those Pokemon back from that generation, or have all of them and it's random, or, like, have one of, like, from different generations. It just feels very strange of all the decisions you could have made. Why? That's my feeling.
Yeah.
I'm not against it. I just am unsure as to what was this decision. Surely there were better ones.
So you haven't played Pokemon Legends Arceus, have you?
No.
So the starters there with Cyndaquil, Oshawott, and Rowlet. So one of Tepig's counterpart, and obviously the final piece of the other two, Johto, right? So they've obviously given them a bit of love like that. I'm assuming.
I see.
I'm assuming.
Okay.
But to your point, so I'm like, I don't know. I'm different than I was a month ago when I originally started looking at it, right? There's nothing against the starters. I love them. But if I was picking, if I was going through any of these generations and these were presented to me like singly in starters, like I would never pick Chikorita. I would maybe pick Totodile, and I'd maybe pick Tepig. Nothing immediately goes like, you know, when you pick we go through the various regions, you go, that's the star I would pick. That's the star I would pick. Yeah. That's so. I mean, personally, my go-to one out of them isn't here.
If Cyndaquil was there, it would be Cyndaquil, like, of course, without a question.
But I guess that's why he's not here, right? Because he had love in Legends ZA. We got Hisuian Typhlosion, a completely different Typhlosion, right? Same with Oshawott. We got Hisuian Samurott, completely different type of Samurott, right? These guys, I don't think these guys will get. So this is the theory. Do these get Colossian forms? Do we see a Colossian for Alligator? Do we see a Colossian Embo? Or do we just get normal?
Will we see Mega?
Or do we just see the normal and then they get Megas? I mean, they're going to get Megas, right? These three are going to get Mega Evolutions, 100%. And
we've seen stuff as well, or people have seen stuff and been able to see the Mega. There was something that somebody found from this. The moveset from Chikorita, where upon leveling or something, there was some sort of data that you could see that was quite clearly.
We'll see it's in this trailer. I'm sure it is, or it's in the deep dive one. But we talked about that one on the first day, right? Because there's it knows disarming voice, I think, or it's a fairy type move.
Which exactly right. Which
I can see a Mega Meganium being grass and fairy. I can see that 100%. I could see that
100%.
100%.
Yeah, but overall though, a little. You know,
who would you pick?
Underwhelmed.
Yeah, who would you pick?
Chikorita.
I would pick Totodile.
Yeah.
If we see what the Megas look like before the game comes out of these starters, it may sway my opinion differently.
I don't think my opinion will be swayed because I played Totodile and Johto. I'm not against anyone who wants to play Tepig or evolves into, what is it? Is it
Emboar's its final evolution? Yeah,
just not for me, mate. Not a fan personally.
Yeah, I hear you.
And you know, Chikorita is just, it's the anime. You know, like the anime really. I love Chikorita. Ash Chikorita, you know. So yeah. All right.
I'm excited. But the thing is, right?
I'm so excited.
We've got these three, right? The Kalos OG starters will be here, right? There's no question about it. So Froakie's there, Greninja, I mean, hello. And then, again, you've not seen this, but you're going to see it anyway because he's already in there. But the Kanto starters are going to be in here. We're going to have Charizard in here too. So, like, you're going to be spoiled for choice for starters. You're going to have, like...
I wonder if you get to choose... I wonder, like, I don't know. Part of me thinks if there's all these starters in here, are they just showing us these three and realistically, like, you do some sort of personality quiz, which they love to do at different times at the start, and then they give you three random from three different generations? I mean, probably not, but, I mean, it could happen.
I'm spoiling X&Y for you here.
Oh, okay.
But after the little bit we did together... You come in here and you come to Lumia City for the first time. You go see Professor Sycamore, and he gives you the choice of Bulbasaur, Squirtle, or Charmander holding their Megastones as soon as you get there. So you get another set of starters as soon as you go into Lumia City on Pokemon X&Y. So will the same thing happen? Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, who knows, right? So we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Anyway, we're going to talk starters for the entire episode. Let's go through it. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I mean, look,
they're all happy to be there.
They look lush, right?
Yeah.
And there's your.
I mean, look at that little Tepig. Look at it.
I mean, it's really good. Hold on, in the top left, what's that? What's the billboard? Is it a Gallade?
Gallade?
Yeah, all right, that's where I went as well.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it looks like a Gallade. Oh, mega
It's
Gallade.
a Gallade car, you know, from bringing it forward from Scarlet and Violet. Now Gallade's a car, you know, because why not? Yeah, okay, so...
Not much going on in this one, right? We can see the NPCs.
We can clearly see Tepigs running alongside us, so yeah.
Are we getting following Pokemon? Yeah, definitely.
Obviously, before we have the knowledge... And I think that the nighttime, you're right. Look, you've got these lights that are clearly showing off that are going to be
it's
on.
Going to look
be a day-night cycle.
Beautiful at nighttime. It's going to look... 100%. The whole city will look beautiful.
Imagine like a big moon being out as well, and like it rotating over.
Or Lumia's tower in the background completely lit up like the Eiffel Tower. Mate, lock in.
That will 100%.
Lock in.
All right, so we're just running. We're doing a camera pan shot to show the background here.
We're going to see the rest of the starters. There's Totodile having some cherry pie. Look at little Tot. Okay, Totodile looks lush there.
He looks so mischievous, doesn't he? He looks so cute.
I feel sad that... Sorry, go on.
It doesn't look like Totodile has a slice.
I was just about to say, I was like, that trainer, like, that's something, you've got a nice little cup of tea.
He's not very happy either. Look at him.
I know he's like, I want a cheesecake and I've got a cherry pie, you know what I mean? And he's got a cup of tea. And that Totodile's like, well, you know, at least you're eating something, pal. Do you know what I mean? Nice for you. Like he's like, do I eat this? Do I eat the table? Like, what am I meant to do?
Oh, bless him. Pointing itself at me.
Poor Totodile. Totodile, when I get you as my start, I will feed you a berry the minute I get one, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it makes me think that, like, you know, this is clearly showing Pokemon food, and food is in the game, food and drinks in the game, so there's probably going to be some benefits to that.
Yeah.
And the fact that the Pokemon is sitting at you with the table, there's probably going to be some sort of Poke food buffs and things that you can give to your Pokemon in the real outside world. I imagine there'll probably be regeneration as you're running around. Your party's obviously recovering health because, you know, it's a very
happiness, various things, right? Yeah. Maybe Totodile, benefit of the doubt. Maybe Totodile's already ate his cherry pie, right? And this is pause. He's ate it, and the trainer's eaten his, and he's not happy.
There you go.
Because he's ate it so fast. All right, you know, that's probably what it is, right?
Yeah. He probably ate the Chinaware as well. Is that what we're saying?
I mean, that Totodile is like. Yeah. I mean, he's got a big jaw, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Chica!
Oh,
right, can we see which? So we're in the zone here, right?
We're in the wild zone. Yeah.
Oh, is that a police car?
We're in the number 1.
So right at the beginning. Yeah. That is a police car.
Well, we don't know if the zone, the numbers of the zones represent the difficulty or it could just be the zone type, right? So like the zone could just be the zone number 1, you know, because we had it in what Pokemon was it where the routes were a little bit all over the place. So
I think that I hear you, but I do think it is that though, because as we'll see in a second, I think this Chikorita is having a battle against a Fletchling.
I agree, by the way.
And then later on, when they may be in the extended deep dive longer video, you're in a different zone and he's battling it's like an Onyx versus something, right? And I think the zone's a much higher level zone, but who knows, right? Your point.
Yeah. No, I mean, I actually do agree with that logic anyway. We just don't know for sure. And then is that a Score Bunny?
It's a Bunnelby. Sorry, it's a Bunnelby fighting in this.
It's a Bunny, not a Score Bunny.
Look at Bunnelby. Look at him. Bunnelby's like Bunnelby is just being pranked by Cynthia nearly. Look at that side eye. He's like, somebody's behind me. Dun, 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 dun.
Podcast with Brad and Mike, 50% off of Cynthia's pranking service.
And if you see us on the 20th episode as well, she will bring a boombox and give you that theme I've just beautifully replayed back to you, right?
We are learning it on the piano, but it's
very hard. That's a hard piece. It's a hard piece.
It's a hard piece.
So Bunnaby's like, I'm about to get mugged. He's like, look at that question mark.
We are now, yeah. Okay, so let's go through. We have got clearly, first of all, what a lovely area we have got here, right? So we have got Pokemon trainers we can see in the background.
Definitely battles. There's 2 battles happening. No, maybe 3 because I think there's one further on the distance, right? But yeah, I think there's a couple of trainer battles happening here. Yeah.
We have got clearly outlined this area. We can see glowing, like lights glowing up where...
And we can see how big it is, Bradley, to your point. Yeah. I mean, you can see the right-hand side, but you can see how far away that next bit is, right?
Yeah.
Although I don't see many Pokemon, I can only... Whether it's just the rendering distance or anything, but I can see Bunnelby. There's something else in the middle of the road further up I can just make out, or that's top of the grass. But I mean, I'm just thinking about scope of things to do here. Like, is that tree, you could headbutt that tree, for example, or is it interactable?
Maybe. I
mean, you could on Legends Arceus, you could have your Pokemon smack into the tree and berries and things come out.
You can clearly see there's long grass there as well, right? And I think that the Pokemon trainer you think you see in the background, I think that's a Fletchling.
Oh, maybe you're right, flying around. I mean, we'll see in the trailer in a second if it's flying around.
So what we've seen here is we've seen what's the bunny called? Bunnelsby, right?
Bunnelby, yeah.
Bunnelby, right? So Bunnelby went from question mark to red exclamation mark. We can see that Chikorita is charging up what appears to be a Razor Leaf, and so that's what seems to have triggered the Bunnelsby going to the exclamation mark.
So this is very similar to Legends ZA battle and tech. So like the Pokemon will be unaware with a question mark, and then when you're engaged, rather than it be an exclamation mark, I think it was like a red eye, I think, above its head. But yeah,
we've dazed it.
Like, it's knocked out. Pokeball at the ready, and then boop.
Did you see that? The little
look at Cheerio. Big Cheerio's like, and that
I've
is
done
me.
my job.
I've done my work here is done.
But watch this Bunnelsby's little reaction.
Not again! Also, I love that it's not just a hit on the floor, like wobble 3 times to the Pokeball, say boop boop boop, bing. I love it. Very cool. Also, hold on a second. Go back to that. Was that shot just a bit further on?
What was that?
That shot you just had. Keep going. Yep. So we catch Bunnelby. Excellent. Little stars. Right. Stop here. Right. So we show
Chikorita's eyes closed.
It just looks like some sort of big onion. That's even worse. By the way,
it doesn't have eyes.
By the way, if you're listening to this week's podcast, I know we're like 40 minutes in. I would highly recommend you probably watch this one.
We're not 40 minutes in.
Well, we are nearly.
Wow.
In the rest of the trailer, we see the character traversing on rooftops, and if you look in the top right of that image where it's glowing, that looks like a spot where you can go to the top of that building, right? Can you see it?
Yes. Wait. Do you see that white little thing there?
Where am I looking? Left or right?
In the middle, behind the right side. There's a kind of like a little box with a white little mini billboard.
Hello.
I think that is almost like going in to get a lift up to the top.
So we've seen that in the trailer, right? That was
it's
the
wow.
Oh, this is all bad.
Spoiler alert.
That is definitely a fletchling to your point, because I've just looked back. It's definitely flying around. I've just seen the wing flap. That is definitely a fletchling. So we've got
perfect.
So we've got Bunnelby. Great. We've seen the catching mechanic. Excellent. Now
we have got a lift going up to the top of a building here. Oh, it's just a teleport. Love that. Cool.
That's just like OG, and
we're just DNA and putting our DNA back to the top. Okay, Stargate SG1. All right, let's go. Oh, we are parkour.
Literally parkouring up the side of these buildings, man. Like, what?
That's really cool.
Hold on. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was like, that guy's about to jump off a building there. Hang on. Oh.
This can't be safe, by the way.
What's he doing?
This guy just does not fear death.
Let's look at the background there. There's lots of trees. I can see what looks like a wooden bridge in the background there that you can walk over.
Yeah. I like the different colours of the roofs as well.
What's happening here? Did you just double jump in midair? What's happening? I'm trying to remember what happens. I can't remember what happens. Okay.
So
you know that meme to be continued.
Wait.
What's happening here?
He's defying the laws of gravity here.
I can't remember what happens. No, just play. What are you doing? What's going on? What the?
He's slipping off.
Oh, he's got a Pokemon. Wait. That's fine. That's fine. He's got a Pokemon. What's going on?
I don't remember this.
What's in his hand? Oh, it's Rotom Man. Right. That's right. That's right. His Rotom phone, he uses it to, like, triple jump? Like, I don't know. Like, Rotom comes out. It's in his hand. There it is. Here he goes. I mean, good lord. I mean,
right.
Hey.
I'm just going to go past that. I'm not going to go into that
Sure,
anymore.
let's just pretend we've not seen that. Yeah, it was fantastic. Yeah. So, next, our rival. So
1.5. I'm going to put 0.75 speed just so we can pause easier.
That's fine. So I'm getting Hisuian Zoroark vibes from our rival. Hair color, the lot. Like that's Hisuian Zoroark. Like that's. I'm trying to think of any other Pokemon, but like definitely. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
First battle. Love it. There's Toto.
There's
Little
Tepig.
Tepig.
So the rival picks
the one
the
weaker than you.
weakness.
Yeah.
Not the stronger, although for a lot of Pokemon, it's always been the stronger than the weaker, right? That's interesting.
So
right,
look at that flame wheel! Look at that flame
wheel!
And look at the glow, right? You can see the glow of the flame on the trainer and the back of our trainer running around and stuff. Like that's wild. That
just Totodile just giving the side eye behind.
He's
him,
like dodged it.
He's like, okay, buddy. Like what? She's like running ahead. He's like, look at that eye. He's like,
The more I'm watching Totodile, the more I'm absolutely loving him. Actually, when we're doing this breakdown, I'm loving it.
I feel like I have to pick Totodile.
I love Toto, man.
He's
look at him.
so cheeky.
Tepig's like, whew.
Yeah.
Like the transition from doing flame wheel, like that looks sick, man. Spinning around into. Is that a water gun?
It's a water gun.
See the trainer using the command. Tepig's running. Oh, bah!
Ooh. Tepig got hit. Is that an Inferno Roar?
That's a Pyro using Flamethrower. Look at that. The trainer literally took and rolled at the
dangerous stuff, dude. Like,
literally, the trainer just took and roll with his Lucario to dodge that Flamethrower. So, hold on,
dude,
then.
How can people be so happy in this city? Like, this is dangerous stuff.
There's a Pyro statue there. Is this a wild area? I don't see any of the barricades around. I mean, I'm assuming it probably is, right?
It's going to be one. Look, yeah, you got an Inferno. Or maybe, you know what I think this is? It's probably showcasing the kind of maybe a unique Pokemon of that area, right? Because you got a statue of the Inferno. Maybe each zone has a statue, and if you do right conditions, you spawn the Pokemon.
Maybe. I mean,
who knows?
So cool. So the trainer ready for bar. Look at this, man. It's just sick. Look at them. Look at them with a mega bracelet as well on there. So good. So good. Speaking of which, here we go. Mega Revolution time. Oh my god, the animation.
Oh, that's so cool.
Look at that. You know when you can hear something without even like. Oh lordy lord, I'm not ready for this. Right, go back a send.
Wow, wait. We got. Is that Weevil there? Is that Kangaskhan? Absol? Wait.
Yeah. Oh man, look at that, man. The aura.
I love the little. Yeah, the little at the top. It's like the Game Freak logo almost.
Oh, it's the mega logo. Oh, it's just beautiful, man. It's beautiful. So Lucario, then we get it. So yeah, go on then.
Yeah. So we got Kangaskhan on the left-hand side.
Mega Kangaskhan, yeah, which I was talking about in the manga, if you remember.
I was about to say he got cornered by a Houndoom, or Houndour. I think,
Houndoom? No, it was Houndoom. You were right first.
Houndoom,
yeah, man.
I have pulled about 8 of those, by the ways, in
on
Pokemon Pocket.
Yeah, but look at the Megas have had the most beautiful glow up I have ever seen. Absolutely.
So we've got Mega Absol in the middle, and I want to say that's Mega Weavile on the right, but it's not. Right? Who is that Pokemon?
That's Mega Sableye.
Oh, of course it. Oh, I love Mega Sableye, by the way.
Hang on a second. Sorry, no, go on. I'm about to do it. I was about to take it.
Where he's hugging like the big gem. Right?
That's exactly what I was trying to say there. His gem on his chest, the transition, his chest literally just jumps out of his body to turn it big, and I never noticed it in the animation. If you go back slightly, see it's tiny there. Then keep watching as you're playing through and pausing. There it is. Boom, out of his chest. Bang! Oh, that is sick! I've never noticed that.
That's 20 rupees in Pokemon Zelda. Pokemon Zelda Legend of Zelda.
20 rupees. Oh, Lord. It literally is.
It is the rupee from Legend of Zelda.
It literally is. Look how
I can't wait to play
majestic.
this game.
Look how majestic. Look at that, man. Honestly, the glow up is just...
Absol was one of my favorite Pokemon as well. Like, I really
You'll
like
have to lock
Absol.
it your way. Hey, lock in with Absol. Who's next?
Oh, and we got some more. So we got on the top left, we got, look at that. Mega Altaria. We've got Mega Charizard
Both
on the top middle.
Both Mega Charizard X and Y.
Bottom middle, yeah. You've got top right, which is Mega Ampharos.
Yeah.
And bottom left, which is, I always do laugh when I see Mega Gyarados because he looks like he's a snake that's just eaten a big boiled egg. Like it's just digesting a big goose egg.
Oh, I love Mega
And at the bottom right, I don't even need to see it to know that is going to be Mega Gardevoir. There's no question in my mind. And
look how beautiful they are.
Great choices. Glow. Great choices for Mega which Megas to illustrate in these shots. Phenomenal choices here.
But the key thing to take away as well is that obviously in Pokemon X and Y there was only an X number of Megas that were introduced in there. Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out and introduced even more Mega Pokemon. And Mega Altaria was introduced in ORAS in Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So we know straight off the bat that the Megas that were introduced in both those games are in this game, which is even better, which means Mega Swampert is going to be in there. Let's go!
Did we get Megas in ORAS?
Yes. The whole game's about Megas. I feel sick.
So, one moment.
Oh, no. I feel sick.
Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire had nothing to do with Mega Evolutions.
Have you played Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, Bradley?
I've played Alpha Sapphire, but it's just a remake of Sapphire.
It was completely different lore. It's all about Mega Evolution and the primals. Mate, you literally... Although you don't get Mega Evolution until around Four Tree City area.
I didn't...
But Stephen Stone literally gives you a Mega Stone for your starter and the bracelet. He even has Mega Metagross. You battle with them in the champion battle.
Okay.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I played the original non-stop. My entire life was Generation 3. I think I didn't play Alpha Sapphire as much as I might have thought I did.
Like, do you not remember soaring around a Megalatios and Megalatias around the game? Like, freestyle.
Okay, I don't know if I even got 3 gym battles done on Alpha Sapphire. I thought it was the same game, maybe. Wait. That means I get to experience it for the first time. I didn't know. I thought,
even Maxi and Archie have Mega Camerupt and Mega Sharpedo. Mate, are you joking?
No, I'm not.
Mate, ORAS is...
I didn't play... I mean, I listened to the soundtrack non-stop all the time because it was an amazing soundtrack and Slateport City and stuff. I'm pretty sure that,
Like Mega Manectric? Mega Manectric's in here? That's where Mega Manectric was born? Mega Altaria was born?
I can't believe it. I
can't believe I did not know this. What? Right, no.
Sorry, but when you think you've played a game, because I played the original like hundreds and thousands of that was my entire childhood, right? And so the new one comes out and you play it a bit, and I played it a bit, and for some reason my memory sort of, oh yeah, of course I played this, right? And because I listen to the soundtrack all the time, and I'm the ORAS soundtrack, and we talk about it all the time, so it just sort of molds into one.
Mega Rayquaza.
Mega Man Electric is in there.
Yeah.
I didn't even know Megas were a thing. That's incredible. Of course, primal stuff. I saw it when I was doing Pokemon Showdown. Like, it all makes sense. Wow.
Because
Okay,
Steven Stone's looking for like he's all about mysterious stones and stuff, and like mega stones and everything, all interlock with the lore of that one. So it's like a different timeline completely. Anyway, we could literally talk. We could literally talk this to death. I need to unpack this way more with you next episode. I need to make this so. I need to get a page of all the megas that we introduced.
That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna play ORAS, and we're gonna play ORAS together.
Let's lock in then.
Then we're gonna that's before we finish off our diamond and pearl. We need to do ORAS.
We do. Well, when we come through the colours time, that'll be the next bit. Right, come on then, let's do the rest of the trailer then. You're probably gonna see megas you didn't even know existed here. Look at Charizard! Oh my lord, he looks amazing. Look at Gyarados is like
you know,
I'm a firing Mullies or
he's like, I am proud. Gardevoir's like, yeah, and
Gardevoir's like, boom. Oh man, I wonder if what conditioner Ampharos uses.
That's an aura sphere.
Did you hear what I said?
You wonder what conditioner
Mega Ampharos uses. Look at that hair, man. That's a what's it called?
That's a L'Oreal.
Thank you, a L'Oreal advert. I don't know what is. Anyway, sorry, go on.
Right. Not for us, but
not for us. But I saw a mega Lucario Aura Sphere going in here. Look at this, man.
Is this Mega or Lucario? This looks kind of similar.
That's Mega Lucario. Yeah.
Okay. That's an Aura Sphere.
Look at that Aura Sphere. Bam! Oh, beautiful.
Kamehameha.
Moonblast from Mega Gardevoir. Charizard the Flare Blitz! Oh, man. So what's in the background? Can we see anything different? I can't see anything. No, I can't see anything.
No.
Oh, so good. So there's another rival.
Another rival. Right, so the colour of the hair is determining if it's a female, male rival.
Well, I guess it's what you pick, right? If you pick a male character, the rival's female and vice versa, right? I'm assuming. Look at this.
So
beautiful,
this is a big throwback to I think it was New York City that did this originally. Where they did, was it New York? There was a city that did a project where they had the they put living plants on the sides of buildings to promote CO2 and oxygen and stuff in the city. I think it was New York that first of all did this, and then Netherlands really took off with this, and then others as well. This is lovely. So we obviously have the evil corporation here.
So I'm just trying to look here. So he looks very. So you've not played Pokemon X and Y, but
no, I haven't.
But he looks exactly like Lysander, who was the who I believe actually died in Pokemon X and Y. Although,
what?
Yeah, man. But he looks like literally a descendant of him, like spitting. And we know that's the leader.
I mean, you can see the badges here, very reminiscent of Team Plasma, kind of like those sorts of team evil team. What's that one remind me of? It's Team Galactic, is it?
The logo kind of looks like Team Galactic. Yeah.
It looks a little like Team Galactic. It was Team Galactic, by the way, that I could get on board with. It wasn't Team Plasma.
The new world and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. That was the one where I was like, we shouldn't be forcing Pokemon in submission and stuff. And I really liked their that was
Plasma. That was Plasma when they were saying you should let all your Pokemon out of the Pokeballs. You shouldn't confine them. They should be released into the world.
And I could understand the sentiment behind that.
Oh, well, we'll unpack that in X and Y, Black and White when we get there. So this is obviously their headquarters. Yeah. And they'll shot the building.
We're now back to the outside of a building.
Now, go on. Do you know who this is? You don't know who this is, will you?
Ash Ketchum, is that you?
Not quite.
So who's this?
So this is AZ, I believe it is. And in Pokemon X and Y, he was was he the king? He basically had a special floette, right? Which you can see in the picture in the bottom left there. His floette there.
Oh, yeah!
And he was basically, I'm trying to remember here, he was trying to use what was called the ultimate weapon. He was going to use it to shoot it and to come down and decimate the land, right?
Dude, the lore of Pokemon is incredible.
Decimate, right? So he actually fired it. So basically, back in olden times, 3,000 years ago, whatever it was, there was a war between, I don't know if it was two countries or whatever. It literally had Pokemon wearing armor, man. X and Y was so good. The Pokemon had, it was a Nidoking with an armor set on, an Onix with armor on and stuff. just going to war, right? And he fired the what did I say it was? Was it the Eternal Weapon or something like that?
Like an ultimate weapon, you said.
That's what it was. The ultimate weapon. He shot it to stop the war. But I think to power it, it was either to power it or to use it. It used life force or something like that. A Pokemon life force or something to.
Was this in the movie?
No. This is.
This is just in the game.
This is the game, right? Because this is a flashback towards the end, man. I might be wrong, but it was something on those lines. Or was he trying to use it to give eternal life to his Floette because his... anyway, something about death. Someone was dying. Okay. He thought he could use it. He could keep someone alive. Something along those lines. Anyway, and his Floette couldn't go along with it anymore. So his Floette abandoned him, right? But it gave him... he got eternal life. Something along those lines, right? Now in X and Y, right at the end, where you're going to thwart the evil team's plans... he's locked in a cell behind here, right? But he's like really with it. He's wearing like, you know, he's with it a bit, and he gets kind of released. At the end of the game, there's a parade, and he comes up in the middle of the parade and challenges it to a battle. And his Floette, basically, I'll not spoil the whole story for you, but basically his Floette comes back. And he's overjoyed, and he's like, you've probably seen the meme where he's going like this, and it's like it's been 3,000 years, and people use that meme. That's from here. So this is showing us that we're very much in the future now, because like he's obviously owns a hotel by the looks of it. I think it's been confirmed that this is his hotel, and this is our player hub, from what I understand.
This is just... Boom.
It's wild, man. I love Pokemon, man. I love Pokemon. It's so good, man.
Like...
all intertwining.
What? I need to play these games,
Mate, X&Y was brilliant, man. I loved it. Anyway, keep going. Sorry, keep going.
Sorry. Right, so we've got a nice green tie on.
Zygarde theme as well. And there's Floette!
Is that his Floette?
That's the one that returned at the end of X and Y. Yes, so they're obviously together again.
Oh, so he's like almost being kept, wholesome or in check.
He's spent thousands of years traversing the land to try and find Floette and hopefully bring her back. But like, yeah, man, it's just lovely.
Oh, well, I mean, he was super evil, though. Well, no, he did it with good intentions, though. Like, yeah.
You have to play it.
Complicated.
It is complicated, but you have to play it, right?
All right, so
and then Zygarde in his 10% form, yes.
10%.
So Zygarde has multiple forms because he's all about the ecosystem, right? So his entire form is built out of cores. So there's Zygarde cores. Okay. So the more cores that he has, it depends on the form. So you see here, this is his 10% form. When he gets more core, he goes to his 50% form, where he's like that kind of like the snake-looking one that you may have seen before. So that's 50% form Zygarde. And when he has all of his cores,
he's a big boy.
100% form Zygarde, where he looks like a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Megazord thing. He looks absolutely insane. But in X and Y, you had to essentially, or was it in Sun and Moon? You had to basically traverse it was Sun and Moon. You had to find Zygarde cores around the entire game. Every nook and cranny, you had to find Zygarde cubes, and then you could use it to funnel your Zygarde and turn it into...
So Zygarde was in X and Y and in Sun. I love that when they're across different games, and like Cynthia obviously just appearing in Diamond and Pearl, but then actually being a big part in Black and White. I love it. I love it.
I would be surprised if there wasn't a Zygarde hunt, like Zygarde cell hunt in the entirety of this game. That would be cool. Right?
So yeah, I mean, looking at Zygarde there, I mean, I love the color design as well of the Pokemon. We can see that we're looking out again over a different rooftop towards the middle. So obviously the middle is what kind of correlates the whole map. And it looks massive.
It does.
I know huge, it's a city. The word city makes it look small, but just look at all those different rooftops.
It's going to be huge, man.
You've got mountains in the background, which who knows in DLC if that's going to be something.
I mean, there's Zygarde rolling away.
We're looking up the top,
and there's the logo. No release date though. I think we all thought we were going to get a release date here. Look at it, man.
It was full, right?
Look at that.
But we didn't. We need to go through the extended look to go through the Pokemon battles. And
stuff. Hang on. Wait, pause a second then. So
okay.
So it ends on this teaser. So quickly show the teaser. Then go on. Then so we're in what looks like a bedroom. You're in the hotel, maybe.
In the hotel, yeah. Look, it's got grubby roof. It's a rundown window. That's a Rotom.
That's a Rotom form. And he's got an alert. And that looks like a warning. This is a promotion match announcement. Yeah.
And it's red.
Keep going. Now that to me looks like we need to go to Lumiose Tower to do a battle, some sort of battle.
Could you imagine if it's like a tower battle where you're going up and up sort of thing?
But you notice how it's nighttime. That was nighttime, wasn't it? If you quickly go back. I mean, who knows? Maybe not then.
It looks light outside.
Like, you can't listen to the sound right, but it's very eerie music when this video plays. Like,
we can for like half a second.
Turn it all the way up, and I'll not speak. Go for it.
Right, so that's just that. That's completely fine. That won't be copyright. Let me just go here.
Keep going.
I'm just.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that sounded very.
It's that bit at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, is the dodgy matches happening at night time? That shouldn't be allowed. Like, or am I looking too much into it? Or is it just simply just generic battles? Like, I don't know.
Well, what we'll do, if you want to next time as well, if you want to go into the extended look, I'd love to talk about the Pokemon battle system and go into that.
Let's do it.
I've just realized I'm gonna stop streaming, so we'll go back to just you and I.
Do it. There we go.
I'm
thoroughly excited, mate.
Yeah. So just the trailer alone, I'm more excited now because, you know, for a general Pokemon player like myself, I mean, I don't really play all that much. I played a lot in the past, a lot less than I thought I did. Now I get to experience. I mean, I'm going to hear about this in the voice note. I'm going to hear about this in the voice note later. But all the lore you're explaining, it's so awesome. Like, you know, you do such a great job painting a picture of what is happening, and you really, I'm so in awe of it. Like, I'm just like, wow, you can hear the passion, and the game seems like it's got so many different layers that it could be. I think that, yes, you can take the initial reaction of taking it at face value, but we don't see everything in the trailer. That's the whole point. We're only seeing small little snippets. It feels like to me that there's a lot of depth to this game that we have not been shown, and I hope that we don't get shown as well until we get to play it with our own hands.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think that's exactly, mate, what's going to happen. They're not Pokemon again, right? We think they know a routine with Pokemon, but they just curveballs every time. What generally happens is they do a big showcase on Pokemon Day, and then they give it a month or two until it gets around about June time. And then every month until the game's release, they will do a small video that'll either show some new features in the game, new Pokemon, new Megas, something along those lines. And that's how they generally do it, to tie in with merchandise, advertisement, all that good stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised. The thing is, though, we normally work towards a release date and you can work it out, and we haven't got that yet. So I'm generally unsure.
Did we get a full 2025?
It was late fall, which is like end of October time, I'm guessing. Christmas kind of sales. If I'm from a Pokemon perspective, if you want to push for a Christmas release kind of thing, kids to get it for Christmas, that would make sense.
Switch to Black Friday, Cyber Monday,
mate. On Switch 2, I hope you're right. I hope it's either enhanced or there's a version for it.
There is so it will probably have been developed on the Switch, right? Because games take like 4 or 5 years to develop, so they're 4 or 5 years behind, right? The reason I think that for sure there'll be a Switch 2 enhancement will be in next week. When we go through the battle systems, the lighting effects very clearly show like SSAO, sun shafts, ambient occlusion, a lot of these things. where you can clearly see shadows which you can turn up with a dial and a knob and things, water quality, reflections, all these things, which the game clearly shows that it's going for. So it would indicate
that's fair
that they'll be switched to like ground clutter. Just think of like different just knobs
enhancements kind of thing. I hope you're right, mate. I genuinely do hope you're right.
I hope they don't do anything with RTX. That's all I do. I hope they do not do like RTX shadows and RTXs, because it's unnecessary. There are better things to turn than that on a hardware without a fan, with a tiny little fan. It's a lot of heat that it'll be generating. So that's all I hope they don't play around with. Or better yet, I hope they do what PlayStation did, and they give you the option. Would you like quality? Would you like FPS? Would you, because you're doing quick reactions.
Do they do that? Do they?
Yeah. So on the PlayStation, you have. Would you like fidelity, like 4K 30 FPS?
Oh,
would you
I
like
see,
balanced,
right.
where
Okay.
it's like you're getting good quality, good frame rates, or would you like performance, where
that's
it will give you
interesting.
Nintendo Switch One quality, but you'll get 60 FPS, so you'll be a lot quicker. Which for me personally, I always go with the performance. I love the high FPS.
To be fair,
frame rate.
Well, to be fair, on week commencing the 31st of March, we're going to get a Nintendo Direct all about the Switch 2, all of its features, what it's built on. Maybe
I want
some
Mario
new
Kart.
games.
I can't wait.
Well,
for
I mean,
Mario
we've
Kart.
seen the tiny bit of that, so maybe we get a bit
have.
of Imagine we get a bit of Pokemon Legends news in there as well, where it shows it off. Oh,
Where
stop.
it shows on the Nintendo Switch 2.
Stop it. Can you imagine? They did actually, when they were releasing the Nintendo Switch OLED, when they did a very small preview of that, they showed a small snippet of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, which wasn't out at that point, and we saw, I think it was just purely a battle with a Weasel, I think, but it was the first time seeing it on the OLED. Oh, my.
Oh.
Right.
All right, and I've got one last little theory. So we saw the leak of the Pokemon Lego collaboration
For the 30th anniversary.
Now, a lot of people are thinking, right? Well, I mean, it's going to be all the Lego sets of Pikachu.
It's not a leak though. It was officially announced.
Yeah, it was leaked. And it was officially announced. Yeah. So a lot of people are thinking, oh, it's the build, because it was obviously building different things. Lego have done some pretty cool games.
You're talking about the Pokemon Lego game? Wow, that would be sick.
Like
Actually,
Lego Batman, Lego Spider-Man, Lego Harry Potter, Lego have got access to everything.
That would be absolutely incredible.
Lego Pokemon.
I mean, I know it's going to be the physical Lego that it's the collaborations with, but if they do a game, mate, that would be wild.
If they're officially licensed together, if it's profitable and it goes well for
what
them,
a great
could you imagine?
take! Oh, that would be insane.
Right, watch this space. In 2 years' time, come back to this PokéCast and see if these predictions come true. The predictions of the underground in Lumio City.
It's got to be a thing.
And all the different little predictions from episode 20 of the PokéCast. We've made a few little hot takes here. We're going to make some more for the next episode where we go into the extended look. We go into looking at the different battles, the rooftop battles. We're probably no doubt going to see that triple jump again over a building. We're going to be going into all those different things. Obviously, it's been quite a long podcast episode, but I hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as we have. Before we wrap up, though, Pokemon Trainer Mike, have you got a Pokemon YouTuber or someone in the Pokemon space that you wanted to give a shout out to before we finish up here?
Let's do that. Yeah, so like I say, it's everything that Bradley's just said. If there's any of the takes you agree with, if you have your own takes, drop us a comment. Let us know. This is what it's all about. It's collaborating.
We love hot takes.
We love hearing what you think. Like, what's your favorite mega you're going to use? Do you know which starter you're going to pick? We'd love to hear. But in terms of a creator shout out this week, we're going to no other than Chara Cards. Chara Cards is a wonderful person over on YouTube who streams very regularly. He's just been monetized, so he's became a YouTube partner, so huge shout out to him.
Congrats.
Great guy, really nice guy, has his own fun little games he does on stream, very much like us. He has his own mystery packs, has his own store that he sells. Great guy. So I'll pop his link in the channel in the description below. Go give him a follow, go give him a subscribe. Really nice guy, and you'll catch him on most weekdays streaming as well. Congratulations, Chara Cards, as well, by the way, on the YouTube partnership. It's a massive milestone. Congrats, my friend. So Bradley, we've tackled Pokemon Legends ZA in its purest form, very first trailer, and there's many trailers to go. But look at the breakdown one next time, because those battle mechanics is something that's never been in Pokemon before, so we really need to digest that, right? We need to digest that. But in closing, Bradley, is there anything else you want to say to the Babas?
Well, first of all, before that, I wanted to say this has been a lot of fun.
I've really enjoyed this.
This has been really, really awesome.
I hope it's good listening content, by the way, people listening. I hope it might be, as I mentioned, halfway through.
Probably a watching
a watch one, this one, I think.
Probably a watch one, this one.
If you are listening on Spotify or anything else, come watch it on YouTube. You'll like this one. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah. But other than that, no, looking forward to looking at the deep dive next week. Looking forward to playing some ORAS and starting that journey.
That's wild.
We'll have... We'll talk about that later. We'll have to talk about post-production, what we're going to do, if we're going to do Diamond or if we're going to actually go OS, because I now feel like I did not think there was any megas.
Next time.
Yeah. Anyway, other than that, all I've got to say is I am just happy to be here.
God bless you, mate. God bless you. And thank you for today, mate. It's great fun. And I can't wait for next week. So thank you for watching and listening, as you always do. As I always say, if you are watching us on YouTube, which I'm sure you are for this episode, drop it a like, drop us a comment. As I mentioned, what starter are you going to pick when you play through Pokemon Legends ZA? And if you have decided to listen, please drop us a rating, drop us a comment as well on some of the other listening platforms. You can do it. It just helps our podcast. It helps it grow, helps it push it in front of people in the algorithm. It is always much appreciated. And with that, I'm also very happy to be here. Thank you for watching, listening, as you always do, and we will see you in the next one. Take care now. Bye-bye. Man, that was amazing! That was so good!